For the most intelligent inhabitants of that future world won't be men or monkeys, they'll be machines.
Another example is Arthur C. Clarke's 2001 A Space Odyssey. Written alongside Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film of the same name. The novel, released in the same year as the highly acclaimed film, envisioned satellites in constant orbit around Earth, a technology essential for today's communication and weather forecasting.
I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough which has been made possible by developments in communications, particularly the transistor and, above all, the communications satellite. These things will make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other wherever we may be.
But this is barely scratching the surface. Clarke explored the interaction between AI and humans, brilliantly delving into AI alignment issue through the HAL 9000 computer in his story, predicting what we now call alignment issue. In the story, HAL, the intelligent computer, was programmed to assist the astronauts on their mission to Jupiter.
I've got a bad feeling about it.
However, a conflict arose when HAL perceived a threat to the mission's success due to a potential human error. When the astronauts decided to disconnect HAL to prevent any further errors, they went into a different room, thinking HAL couldn't hear them. HAL, using its intelligence, figured out their plan by reading their lips. It interpreted this action as a threat to the mission and its own existence. To protect the mission from its perspective, HAL took control of the spaceship and killed several crew members by shifting off their life support system.
Open the pod bay doors, please.
HAL was strictly following its instructions to ensure mission success,
Open the pod bay
but its
doors.
method conflicted with human intentions.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
This conflict between
What are you talking
HAL's
about?
programming and the human crew's intentions in the story highlights the crucial challenge of ensuring AI systems align with human values and objectives. Great fiction can prepare us by dramatizing potential dangers and creating worlds where we can explore future scenarios. While fiction might dramatize AI as evil to draw our attention and prepare us, it's more accurate to focus on the rational alignment problem itself. In other words, it's not about AI being good or evil, like some common misunderstanding, but rather about the AI alignment problem. If an AI intentions differ from human intentions, it might find solution that can be detrimental. And as we create increasingly intelligent machines, the crucial question remains, will their intention be aligned with ours? This is the fundamental challenge we face today in developing new AI models. Clarke was able to predict and explore what we now call AI alignment issue.
For the most intelligent inhabitants of that future world won't be men or monkeys, they'll be machines.
Through his imagination and his novel back in 1968, when we didn't even have AI. And that's the power of imagination in fiction.
They will start to think, and eventually they will completely outthink their makers. Is this depressing? I don't see why it should be. We superseded the Cro-Magnon and Neanderthal men, and we presume we're an improvement. I think we should regard it as a privilege to be stepping stones to higher things.
Arthur C. Clarke in this 1964 interview offered a fascinating and terrifying insight into the future evolution of intelligence, suggesting that humanity could serve as a bridge to a higher being. This idea is now being taken seriously. It's even more astonishing to consider that Friedrich Nietzsche, long before Clarke, reached a similar conclusion through his philosophy. Without the advancement of the Industrial Revolution, modern science, or any technology available at the time. In his 1883 poetic and philosophical work, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche wrote,
Man is a rope stretched between the animal and the Superman, a rope over an abyss, a dangerous crossing, a dangerous wayfaring, a dangerous looking back, a dangerous trembling and halting. What is great in man is that he is a bridge and not a goal. Friedrich Nietzsche, thus spoke Zarathustra.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.